is how we get down. Just acknowledge me just for 1 second. Join us right now. What's good, everybody? Welcome in to our Money in the Bank watch along, part of the BTT Studios content. I, of course, am the coach. It's been quite the night, quite the day so far. We're going to talk all about it. Plus, we've got 2 more big matches coming up tonight, the Money in the Bank. And interestingly enough, they have decided that will go next. And the tag team match will be going last tonight. John Cena, Logan Paul taking on Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso. So we're going to be here for the last 2 matches. Hopefully you guys have Peacock dialed up. Then we'll have a full post-show with our reactions on the entire show so far, and maybe a little bit on AAA as well. Look who's here. A man who was drunk last night, but back at it today, one of our premium members, Nonsense McGee. Now, you know I can't do a watch-along without my crew, my boys. Big Tommy C. What's good, man?
Good evening, fellas, on this Saturday night, Money in the Bank. I'm ready to roll here. It's a Saturday night. Let's go.
I don't know how I feel about these Saturday PLEs, but it's okay because I've been running around all day, and it's a low-key Saturday night, so I guess I don't mind them. And we're going to be talking a little bit of betting tonight, too. You guys know he's a part of the family. He's our numbers guy for a reason. Say good evening to Rafael Esparza. Good evening, Rafael.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Tommy. Good evening, viewers. You guys all had an easy Saturday. I've had Kentucky Derby. I've had Angel Reese missing her first shot again, and now we have wrestling, UFC. It's been a fun
Wait a second. You're already making odds for next year's Kentucky Derby?
Yes. 2-year-olds have been running. 2 years have been running. Belmont Stakes ran today. You guys start looking at 2-year-olds.
Wow. That's incredible. I wouldn't answer the phone if I were you half the time.
Hey, right. You got UFC, too? Tonight?
Yeah, UFC 316 tonight.
Oh. Yeah, come on. We don't talk about UFC on the show. We're straight PFL, baby. Straight PFL. Shout out to 45R5K. Other people in the chat, thanks for joining us live. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love these watch-alongs. I'll be honest. All kidding aside, they're a ton of fun. Before we get to the next match, I want your guys' take. Are you surprised, Tommy, I'll start with you, that they've decided to make the Money in the Bank the next match and the tag match the final match tonight when there's nothing for the tag teams to win? There's no consequence.
I am surprised. I think there might be some heat at the end that may lead to something with Cena and Logan Paul. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something's going to happen between these two, and there's going to be heat, and then it's going to lead to a little storyline between them two going forward. I don't know how long. Maybe it'll be a match somewhere, but I think they had a little heat last time on SmackDown, so we'll see. Because we know Cody and Jey are good. I'd be shocked if anything happened between them two. So I think that's the only reason why, Coach, for a storyline purpose.
I actually thought differently than you did. I thought by putting it at the end that somebody's going to come back tonight, that somebody's going to show up to maybe either help them ruin wrestling, which that's been the storyline with Logan the YouTuber and taking the title back home. From a betting perspective, Rafael, who are the favorites for the last 2 matches tonight?
I want to jump on that storyline. I thought the Money in the Bank would be the last one because I thought maybe Roman Reigns would screw Seth Rollins, and that's how they would end the show. But right now for men's, it's been wild. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Solo is the betting favorite, minus $2 as the betting favorite. Seth Rollins, the favorite. When did I send you guys those odds? 10 days ago, he was minus $3, minus $4 favorite. Now he's plus 150. LA Knight is actually plus 150 as well. So I guess it's just a 3-team race because all the other people I don't think Pantera, El Grande and Manacano, No Whip is going to win it. So I think it's just going to be between those 3.
Can you imagine if you bet early? And here's a little public service announcement. Everybody watching at home, don't bet wrestling shows early, please. Just don't do it. Can you imagine laying $350 on Seth Rollins a week ago and walking in today going, damn, plus money? First of all, don't bet minus 350, Tom. You know that. You're a next-level capper. You're one of the best cappers we have on Coaching Company.
Yeah, of course. Although I did hit, though.
You hit your under big time the other day.
I had the
under.
Yeah.
I had to call somebody out as they're back and they're showing the Money in the Bank briefcase. You got to have that Cash App logo on the briefcase too, boys. What about the What about the fireball ladder that's going to be pretty soon? They're going to have advertisements on, hell, the guy's underwear, for God's sake. I mean, this is unbelievable. Are you shocked, Tommy, that we have ads everywhere on everything?
No, I'm not shocked, because who's running the company, and they just whore it out. Look at the mat tonight. You can't get enough logos on that ring mat tonight. And then they put it on a ladder fireball, and they did a pre-tape with it.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, for all you kids watching, what is this, Chad Gable? It's whiskey. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. And I have no issues with alcohol or betting or whatever. These kids understand, but damn. All right. So the first one out is going to be Seth Rollins. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I think that in the next week or two, we need to figure out what is this faction going to be. Because last night on SmackDown, I don't know how you guys felt about this, and Raphael, I'll come to you next, that it was Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed with Seth Rollins. So they put Seth out front. We know that. But in Evolution, we knew that Triple H ran Evolution. We knew that Batista was number 2. Randy was the young guy. Ric Flair was the OG. We need a name for this faction, Raphael. Have you started any betting odds on the name yet?
Ooh, I have not, but you know what I'm going to do tonight? Thanks a lot, Coach. I'm not going to be sleeping more. But I still think Becky, now that she has a belt, she's coming into the family, and then we can name it with her and her husband, and then the 2 beefy guys, as Gabby likes to say in the background.
It's like to say, yeah, I do wonder, Tommy, if maybe they'll follow in the. And I've got another 10 minutes to talk here, because Seth Rollins' entrance takes forever. If they go down that road and put Becky into this faction, it would very much be like Judgment Day, where you've got a couple females, you got a champion, you got another champion. Do you think they would do that?
Yeah, I think I think they will do that. That's the reason why they gave her the title, because there's no other reason to give her the title, to put her in this alliance, and maybe it's the Dangerous Alliance 2.0, or because he used to have the Dangerous Alliance back in the day. So maybe he's going to name it that. Putting her in there adds to the whole crew there. And I got to tell you, man, when I watched them walk in last night, they looked pretty awesome with the 2 big boys behind him. He had the gold chain with the Seth, it looked really awesome. And then the wise man in the background, they looked menacing, man, I got to admit. But when I saw Solo and the boys get up, I thought that was a really cool shot with them facing off with each other. So I don't know where it's going. I think it's going to go for a while with this whole Wiseman thing. And maybe Roman Reigns coming back is going to bring some boys with him and start with the wise man. I mean, it's wide open right now.
Yeah, we'll see. By the way, if you want your voice to be heard, you guys know what time it is. Follow the nasty one. Follow 45. You can get on the show via a super sticker, and we'll read your comment and or your question and opinion. Nasty one says, Coach, I'm shocked you ain't golfing. Keep the envelope this week, Tommy. What the hell, Tommy? They're all starting to expose you already, kid. They're exposing you already. I know what you've been saying. I
plead the 5th.
It's
as a good Italian, I plead the 5th.
Yeah, of course. My man 45R5K super sticker says, Coach, was Jeff Hardy supposed to win Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24? Tommy, you were still around then. That was 17, 18 years ago. That was my last WrestleMania, I think. Was that the one in Orlando? Was 24 in Orlando?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah.
I think so. All right, so keep those super stickers coming throughout the show. I'm kind of fired up for today, because I'm trying to be, I woke up, guys, and I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to look at because I feel like the fan base now has taken the negativity and run with it because of all of the cuts, and you guys see today Miz put out a video because of he changed his Twitter, he changed his IG. He goes, I've changed nothing. You guys just didn't pay attention to it for the last 5 years. So there's a lot of turmoil going on right now. And Tommy, as we continue, we're only in our second entrance, and we're 10 minutes in, by the way. Have you ever seen so much turmoil built around the company? And we'll talk a lot more about it in the post show. And I think also it got ramped up today because Shane McMahon did an interview on TMZ, which shockingly backed up everything that I have been saying. What about you, Tommy?
Absolutely, and I've never saw so. I mean, I was the company 32 years. You were there with me. Never saw turmoil like this, where guys are just on the roster and writing off WWE, Gunther. I mean, we're talking big time superstars here. We're not talking middle of the road guys. We're talking major A-listers here. And Gunther doing it, who's going against Jey Uso on Monday on Raw for the title again. And then The Miz, who's been a lifer there, who's done everything for the company, has bent over backwards. And then for him to delete that stuff, I've never seen that before. And it just comes from the top, coach. I think there's a lot of, like we've been calling it, there's a lot of controversy going on behind doors in the big tower over there on Washington Boulevard here in Stanford. And the boys are just taking and running with it. And as of right now, Triple H is letting them do it. I don't know where it's going to go, but it never was like that when we were there, was it?
No, it was not even close to like that. I think the cat's kind of out of the bag now, and that's where TKO has got to be. I mean, we've been documenting on all of our shows, the three of us, Gabby, Vince Russo, that when you make every decision about money, then it can come back to snappy, and it's starting to snap them now. We have another super sticker. My man, Cliffside. Cliffside, what's good, man? You see the crowd. How is that a sellout? So I'm on both sides of the fence on this because there's a lot of pictures, guys, on social media with the empty seats. Most of those were at the beginning of the show and the Money in the Bank. When we used to do LA, it's early starts, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a Saturday in June. People are still at the beach. They're still kicking it, on Pacific Boulevard. So it is filling up now, but Raphael, this clearly was not a sellout at 4 o'clock. That's for damn sure. But Michael Cole said it like 8 times, 17,000 plus.
Yeah, just don't say it. Everyone sees Laker games, Dodger games, any games in California. The crowd is always late. They're like Miami Heat games. They don't get there till halftime. So I just don't understand why they kept on saying sold out, sold out. Just let the crowd come in and then say it. And the championship match, or the tag team match, 17,000 sold out, sold out. Don't say it when there's empty seats all over the place.
And they're lit up.
Oh, yeah, and they're lit up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's what, this Intuit Dome, that's the thing. It's supposed to be cool for the basketball games. Yeah. Not so cool when you're a sellout and nobody's sitting in those seats. All right, the other way, you guys, super stickers are amazing. If you're a premium member, we will also read as many of your comments as possible. Nonsense McGee, solid. He says, calling it now, El Grande is going to win this. Raphael, what are the odds? And let's each make a pick, please.
He opened up at 8-1, and he is closed at plus 350. So everybody thought maybe El Grande would win it. My original pick was Seth when I first opened up the odds, but I'm going to say LA Knight. I'm not going to solo. I'm going to go LA Knight.
Okay, Tommy.
I got to go with Seth. I think they're going to put this guy on top of the hill. They're going to make the wise man's group the number one guys. He's going to have the Money in the Bank. They're going to bring in his wife with the Intercontinental title, and they're going to reign supreme over the WWE for a while. I'm picking Seth.
All right, so here's the deal. Tommy, you're a crazy person. Raphael, you picked LA Knight?
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying LA Knight.
I don't care what a lot of people are saying, Tommy. I'm not a lot of people. Sorry, I'm a little fired up today. Solo looks amazing, by the way. I love this dude. He's growing on me.
Oh, he's great. I love
his
him.
mic work gets better and better and better.
It's reps. Yeah. It's reps. We were saying it all the time. They should have brought me in just as a talent coach. I could have had all these guys rolling by now. I'm going to say from an entertainment standpoint, because, and I've got a lot to say about Naomi winning the women's money. What are we doing? Sweet person, but what are we doing? I'm going to go solo. I think they really have to break the bloodline away, break it apart, elevate the leaders without Roman Reigns there, at least not full time. So I'm going to say that Solo's going to win tonight just to elevate him. Plus, he's on a show that not a lot of people are watching right now. SmackDown falling off a cliff, and Raw is too, but Raw is the flagship show. What is Solo's number, Raphael?
He opened up at 15-1, and now he's minus $2.
Minus $2?
Wow.
So if you have that 15-1 ticket, don't cash right away because I gotta maybe look for another job.
Wow. So 2-1 on Solo tonight. So I got to be honest that every time I see all this line movement, I like to think back to Coach circa 2008, 2000. Remember, Tommy, we used to laugh when the thought of betting on wrestling, as we're staring at the rundowns. We're like, well, we know who's going to win this one.
Yeah.
We used to laugh, Raphael, that we were going to make millions of dollars because we had the finishes. Until you realize the sports books only let you bet like $50. Then you're like, okay, that's going to take a long time, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Is it
you guys
crazy,
laughed
Tommy?
at you guys laughed at me. You guys were laughing directly.
We were
at
laughing
me.
at you. We didn't even know you were in our future. We didn't even know that.
Nope.
Nasty one. Super stickers continue to roll in. Tommy, how much I got to duke you on the side to be a co-host one week, and Coach just doesn't show up somehow. Wow, nasty one. I tell you what, the only reason that we're not blocking the nasty one is because he's giving us super stickers. You can insult me all you want. You just keep those super stickers coming in. You say whatever you want. Tommy, is this your cousin, uncle, best friend, neighbor?
Hey, nope, nasty
Who
one.
Who is this nasty one?
You don't have enough scatol to duke me, buddy. In Italian, that's money, buddy. Scatol. You got to pay some big scatol to get my fat face off of this show right here.
No, they want you hosting. They want me off the show.
Oh, they want you.
They want me off the show. They want you staying.
Oh, I thought
they
he
want
wanted
you
to take over for me.
Oh, maybe I got how much I think you.
That's what I thought.
And Coach just doesn't show up. No, he wants to co-host with you.
Oh,
he wants. Yeah, he doesn't want to co-host. Maybe I should let you host one day. Maybe let's flip the roles.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No.
All right, everybody. That was 17 minutes we've been on the air, and they haven't thrown a punch. This is why fans complain. Is 6 entrances, 18 minutes, and there's only 4 guys in. Solo, Penta, LA Knight, and who's the 4th one in there, guys? What is Penta doing? Oh, I see. Who's the 4th one in the ring right now? I can't make it out. Help me out, chat. It's Penta.
Andrade.
Oh, Andrade. That's right. Man, he doesn't even look like himself there.
We forgot all about him.
Completely forgot about Andrade.
Could you imagine if he wins the Money in the Bank? He got Naomi and Andrade winning for this show.
He's 30-1. He closed at 30-1.
30-1.
That would be bad decisions, man.
Oh my God. Somebody in the chat said that Rock is showing up tonight. If he ain't showing up at WrestleMania, boys, he ain't showing up tonight. Right?
No way.
By the way, this I don't know. I have a lot to say, and I'm trying not to be the negative Nelly because all I do, you have like 20%. It's all you do is complain. Well, I went through Twitter today after last night. I went to that event last night, the NAW with Shane Hartline in LA. Dude, I'm telling you, we're going to have them on the show. It was one of the funnest nights I've ever had in my life. It was crazy. Nearly average wrestling. And I made a joke. I said, half the time I'm watching Raw right now, I feel like it's nearly average. All right. Oh, Penta. A big crossbody to everybody on the outside. Did you see the video, by the way, from Logan Paul, where he was talking about the move where he jumped off the top back and then landed on his feet, and he said it's never been done before? And people said, wait a second. Oh, God, I love that overhead shot. Logan Paul, to me, is proving this week in the last 2 weeks why he should be a full-time superstar. To me, he's at that level. Do you guys agree with that? And I think tonight he's gonna have a big night tonight.
Yeah, we've been wanting that for a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it all, dude. He's got it all. He's got the social media, as we know. He got the rap. I know a lot of people don't like the way he cuts promos. I think he's fine with it. And the sucker can work in the ring with anybody. And I mean anybody.
He's a natural. He's kind of like Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Everybody was shocked when Pat McAfee was as good as he was in the ring. And I think Logan Paul is too. We got to give a shout out to El Grande Americana. 3 matches. Is that right? 3 matches in 24 hours?
Yeah.
Friday.
SmackDown, Worlds Collide. That was Chad. Chad.
Yeah.
Wait. But they're the same person?
Yeah. How entertaining would he be if he got Money in the Bank?
So entertaining because you wouldn't know who was cashing it in.
Right.
That's
I
why
never thought
think
about that. I never thought about that. Who would cash it in?
I mean, if I have to do your job for you, Raphael, I will.
Sorry,
I will.
I got numbers in my head all the time. I don't think of scenarios of guys in a mask and guys not in a mask.
I thought his match today on Worlds Collide was pretty good. I didn't watch the whole show, but they had some. I just wonder if that AAA, and we'll talk a lot about it. Oh wow, what a spot from Seth. The double ladder knocking two guys out at the same time, and Seth, stop it. Don't set it. You know it's not going to end after 6 minutes of wrestling. Or will it?
I got to tell you, Coach, I watched that Worlds Collide today.
Uh-huh.
And I feel so bad for Corey Graves because Conan was so bad.
Tommy,
So
watch
bad.
it. He's been very critical of me and our show. Yeah, I don't want any sound out there that Conan can go on his award-winning podcast with Disco Inferno and they can insult us next week. But I agree with you. It was like he was pulling him along. It was like, come on, old man.
He had to
come
shut
on,
him
old
up.
man.
And the crowd loves this, and they're Mexican. And I got to tell you, man, I can't watch a lot of that. It's just too many flips and dips and corkscrews and cartwheels and
choreographed.
The other. Who's got the craziest mask in the world? I don't know, man. You got to have a flavor for that. And
we do. And we'll talk. We're going to do a full recap at the end of the show. But I'm with you on that. I think eventually the novelty will wear off. It was very much like a circus in there with all the moves and I didn't mind the iguana guy, but I'm sure in doses, and they're all in the front row today. Apparently they got those $2,000 front row seats to watch the show tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Solo's looking good, boys. Solo's looking good. 45 says Chad is already over. Oh, man. You know, I think there's a lot of pressure on this match because I thought the women's match was clunky. The winner was the crowd was like, you could almost see the crowd going, really? Who do you think could win this match that the crowd would say, really? Would it be Andrade? Would that be the crowd would be a little confused? Do you think?
Yeah, I think they would love it if El Grande won.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's getting over like Rover.
Yep.
I don't think they could have predicted, Raphael, how popular Chad Gable would have become as two different characters.
No, they're looking at it now like a gold mine because now you have his other shirt and two El Grande shirts. So now you're getting two sales for a price of just one name, pretty much. So
now we know that they're going to put him over like crazy. If it means money, they'll do it.
Yeah,
he's definitely winning now, Tommy.
Yep. And that spot's got to happen. Those two guys got to come in the ring and grab that fireball ladder. That's going to happen during this match. So
you know what, Tommy? That's a great point. And I what they should have done is brought out the fireball ladder immediately because they tip off that the match won't end until ... And they're not going to waste the fireball ladder.
No.
Why not? I mean, they do this so much. They just they tell you. Sorry. Russo had a good point the other day on the end of Raw that if it's not at a certain time, they do the false finishes like at 10:15. You know the match isn't going to end.
No.
You know, it's so predictable on that. And I think this is the same. I didn't know Fireball was the main sponsor of the show tonight, but it is literally everywhere. All right, now we got four guys. If you're just joining us, welcome in. This is the Money in the Bank BTT Studios live watch along with my man Big Tommy C, my numbers guy Raphael, and our entire universe, and a lot of people that we know in the chat. So thank you. Robbie Hockey from Weekday Wagers is in the chat. Nonsense McGee is a premium member. Other premium members in the chat. So thank you to everybody for spending the night with us. We absolutely love doing this. Can't believe that in June of 2025, us three idiots are doing this, and we're growing every single time. It's crazy. Can you imagine if we would have shown a picture of us a year ago and been like, what do these three dudes do and where? Even to us. If we'd have shown it to us, we would have known. Oh, no. All right. As good as Chad is, that was not a good spot. we got 3 ladders. One got tipped over. Chad Gable or El Grande. And now we're giving DDTs apparently. Or no, that was what was Triple H's finisher? What was Triple H's finisher, Tommy? Remember?
Oh
my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins just did it. It wasn't a DDT. It was oh my God.
Pedigree.
Pedigree. Thank you.
Pedigree.
Intern Dan. By the way,
Dan.
we're because we forget so much because you two are getting old. I've given Intern Dan a new role. He's producing right now. Everybody at home, can you put in the chat? Thank you, Intern Dan, because without him tonight, we wouldn't be on the air.
Yep.
So he's also going to become our breaking news guy. We're going to have a sounder, and he is always up to speed on all of the rumors, so to speak, in the world of pro wrestling. So I'm putting more on his plate. So if you guys make a mistake, you're going to hear a sounder, and Intern Dan is coming and put the – what's that?
Dirt Sheet Dan should be.
Oh, my God, that's his new name, Dirt Sheet Dan. It's official. It's official.
And you know what the sounder should be?
What?
The breaking glass of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ooh, I like that. I like that too.
Just like that. Just like that. All right, in the chat, let us know if you like Dirt Sheet Dan and if our sounder should be Stone Cold Steve Austin's glass. I'm going to guess they're going to say yes. I'm going to guess. All right, boys, we got the 2 favorites in the ring now. As Michael Cole would say, bodies are strewn all over the place. Solo and Seth Rollins. Now, Tommy, I know. Oh, that's not a bad one. Tommy, why do you think that Seth needs the Money in the Bank? Oh, stomp. Okay, the stomp. So Solo's out. This should give Seth plenty of time, Tommy.
Yeah.
Cash it. Pull it down.
Yep.
He's going for the. He's going to go outside. Is he going to get the fireball? But he shouldn't know where the fireball ladder is.
No, it was only he in the pre-tape. He said, "Oh, tell El Grande and make sure you tell Chad Gable too." Which
that was pretty funny.
That was funny.
So there's still got to be a point where these guys come out, walk out, pull out that fireball gimmick, and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Raphael, they gave it away, Coach.
Of course they did. Of course they did. So I mean, I think that I think they're trying to outsmart themselves because we know that Triple H reads social media like he reads a book in the bathroom. You know what I mean? And I think they're starting to read. Everybody knows. Let's lean in, and then Pat McAfee's doing the call. So I think they're trying to feed into it a little bit to make even that's what it feels like to me anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so now we got El Grande on top of the ladder. Andrade is upside down, boys. Who's it? Good Lord, I can't even make out who's in there. Penta's at the bottom. Andrade is this is a mess. Who's upside down? Oh, wow. That was dangerous.
Seth Rollins was the one upside down.
Oh,
that was
man.
Seth Rollins. That was okay. So Andrade did a flip and then caught El Grande and gave a power slam mid-air, which was sick.
Wow.
And then Seth went down as well. Oh, wow. Replay. Here it comes. Watch this.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? The impact on Chad Gable. And then a suplex by Penta, Seth Rollins into the ladder that is propped up into the corner. That was a pretty good spot.
Wow.
That was a pretty good spot.
They're going to feel that tomorrow morning.
Oh, my God.
Coach, were you ever in a ladder match?
I was not in a ladder match. I was in 2 Royal Rumbles. I took 36 chops in one of those Royal Rumbles. And I'm telling you right now that even the regular matches I was in or when I went through a table, you're so sore the next day. This is another level. And guys I remember they used to compare ladder matches and like chamber matches on what hurt more to take bumps on. Some guys would rather do the chamber than do this. Because this, you're coming from height, and there's a lot more danger. The chamber is just really hard steel. And some guys would rather have the really hard steel. By the way, if they give this to Penta, I don't know why they're pushing the lucha. I'll turn off the live watch along. This will end if Penta wins the Money in the Bank. I'm telling you right now. All right, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. But I'm going to threaten it. I'm going to threaten it. Jack Swagger was the last WrestleMania Money in the Bank winner. My God, if we had to wait 10 months to cash this in, good Lord. All right, so we are 30 minutes in, guys, from when we came on the air. It was the first entrance, which was Seth Rollins. I'm guessing we have about 10 minutes left, but, Tommy, still no fireball ladder. There's got to be a special spot with it, right? Got to be.
Yeah, you gotta. You can't pre-tape it and not do it.
You can't.
No, you don't do that.
Can you imagine going to the next tequila company and going, you're going to be on a ladder. Sorry, you didn't use the last one. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Or you only showed it for like
I don't know who negotiates that. Hey, how about putting your logo on my ladder?
Well, Tommy, I know this, that I was talking to a movie company about advertising on our show, Coach and Company and Coach and Bro. And one of the selling points is they said they had done research. And do you know how much it costs if you want to do a spot on the WWE YouTube channel? A 30-second spot, they pick the talent. If you just want to buy a spot on their YouTube channel. Any guess?
No.
$95,000 for a 30-second spot
30
on YouTube. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Don't they get the biggest YouTube following, though?
Well, they have over 100 million. Yes, they have a big one. But the point is, it's a 30-second spot that could run at any time, and they're not replaying it. You don't get to run it for a month. That's a one-time check.
Oh, one-time show.
One time, $95,000. All right, so
That's
everybody's
not a good investment.
What's that?
That's not a good investment.
No.
And what if they throw you like, they'll be like, okay, thank you for the $95,000. Here is Penta to do your 30-second spot, and you're like, what the hell? So I'm definitely using that. I'll say we go pennies on the dollar over BTT. Who are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Pennies on the dollar. All right, so now Solo. What does he do? Do you guys know what the 3 up, 3 down means?
No.
And this makes a lot of sense. Solo is like doing the little swag thing right now instead of just going to, and this is where the reality of the mental game comes in, guys. You want to think about, if this was real, what would I do? Well, a real fight, you're trying to climb that ladder as fast as you can every time that you can. You're not dancing in the ring with nobody else in the ring, and then LA Knight drags your ass out. Oh, no. Okay. Here comes the classic spot, boys. Put the ladder up, one end on the ring mat, and the other end is on the barrier. Conveniently right over the fireball sign. So if I'm in the front row, I am making sure that I'm nowhere near the end of that ladder in about 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Because somebody is going to go through that ladder. And the way the luck they've had lately, boys, with barriers and fans. Oh. Here we go. Yep, here we go. LA Knight, Penta. Yep. Does somebody need to remind Penta that there's no pinfalls in this matchup?
Yeah.
He just did a reverse sunset flip and then went for the pin. Oh, dog, my bad. No 2.5s. How about this? So, guys, Dirt Sheet Dan is already earning his keep. He's running our Behind the Turnbuckle Studios in the chat, and Certified G is already Dan for the explanation. He's already got a brand, Tommy. He's already got a brand. Double D, Dirt Sheet Dan.
Dirt Sheet Dan.
Double D.
I want percentage of those T-shirt sales.
That's done. That is done. Double D, Dirt Sheet Dan. All right. So now it's Solo, and it's just one belly to back suplex. And let me turn this up. I want you to hear this for a second. The crowd really loves Chad Gable or El Grande.
He's definitely going to be part of the Final Four, whoever this is.
The Final Four?
There's going to be a Final Four where they're just going to go at it, and Andrade's going to be out.
I do want to give a shout out to our live audience watching right now. I'm looking at the number. You guys are awesome. We just love you so much. Now, are you guys ahead of where? So I've got El Grande is in the middle of the ring. I know we're all in different spots because of how it comes through your iPad. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Fireball.
There it is.
Tommy, what do we say on headset? It's time to go home, boys. Time to go home.
Bite the pencil, as we used to do ringside.
That's what he said.
I used to bite the pencil.
Bite the pencil. It's time to go home. Raphael, that's what when we say go home, they usually the last 2 minutes, but in this one I'd probably say 3 or 4, is all scripted down to the last freaking move.
And before IFBs, the ref would look at the floor manager, and then they would tell me, bite the pencil, Tommy. I go, until he saw me. That's when we knew.
Tommy really
liked
to
great. That's phenomenal.
Isn't it?
You think it?
That right there is the
I used
price
to do the
of
commercial
admission
breaks
to watch.
too. I did the commercial breaks too.
He really liked the pay-per-views that Snickers was the main sponsor.
Oh, that's great.
All right. So we did the spinning thing where he knocked out every person. They're all laying down, and now the fireball ladder, very convenient. And here goes El Grande, Penta. So Lucha against the American Lucha. And they're both reaching for the briefcase. Oh, geez. What's good? Oh, no!
No.
Okay, thank God. Seth Rollins is coming. Thank God Seth Rollins is coming. I was like, there's no way I'm going to watch Penta for the next 6 months carry that damn thing around. I love this thing. How cool is that angle, guys, that Intuit Dome has the graphics up in the top of the arena, too?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really cool.
Grande's winning with the fireball ladder. He's going to win with the fireball ladder.
Oh, Tommy. He's putting in the whatever that still eyeball thing is.
I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, he just put it in.
They just showed it. Yeah, they just showed it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they just showed it. If you guys want your voices to be heard, you can do it via a super sticker or becoming a premium member. Thank you to everybody. Dirt Sheet Dan, if you have anything that you need to pass along to your boy, do not hesitate in the chat. Let the good people know, educate, and entertain. So this has been like 4 or 5 minutes where everybody's been down. And now it's all Penta. And you've got about 4 people in the 8th row that are cheering, and that's it. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, what's this? All right, so El Grande is on. What is happening here? This is crazy. Over to the other ladder, climbing. Wow.
That was pretty cool.
That's incredible. And the headbutt to Penta. Penta is down. El Grande. Oh, here comes LA Knight. I thought that might be a cool finishing spot. Oh, belly to back off the ladder. Boys.
That El Grande ladder thing was probably the coolest thing I've seen so far in the show.
That was really, really cool. If you guys at home aren't watching, they had it propped up in the corner. Then he got on it. It kind of went over to the ladder in the middle of the fireball ladder. Then he climbed up the fireball ladder. It was like something out of a video game. That was really cool. You know that's going to be in 2K next week. Oh, God. Do you know how scary it is, guys, to take that move from a 10-foot, 12-foot ladder?
I hate heights, too, man. I couldn't do that.
Oh, man. It is so scary. Every time I'd practice going off the top rope, it was, all right, now it's all Seth Rollins. And Paul Heyman is saying, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, here comes Andrade. You knew it wouldn't be that easy for Seth Rollins, boys. Oh, Andrade and Seth Rollins toe-to-toe. And if you know, on one side, Charlotte's ex. The other side, Becky's partner. Becky and Charlotte hate each other. Underlying storylines, boys.
I forgot about
that. Oh, I didn't. Seth is out. Now it's Penta and Andrade. Guys, neither one of these guys can win, can they? Is this going to be Andrade? Really? You said 30-1?
Yep, he closed at 30-1.
Penta just fell down for no reason. Oh, here comes Solo. Here comes Solo. Here comes Solo. Andrade is holding on to the briefcase. Solo, Seth. Oh, this is clunky. Guys, Seth's throwing punches right now that my 14-year-old son would not feel. Oh, wow. But LA Knight let him know about that clothesline, though, one time, didn't he? All right, so Andrade again. Oh, no. Who's Seth? Seth is waving at somebody to come down.
Oh, the boys.
Braun or Bronson, you think they're coming down? Here they come. Here they come. Bronson and Braun Breaker.
Scott, thanks for watching me on VSiN.
He just put Chad Gable in half. Braun Breaker just completely shredded. And now Bronson Reed, don't get on a ladder, big guy. Don't get on a ladder. So he pulls Penta down. Breaker pulls LA Knight down. Bronson Reed absolutely destroys Andrade. It's a mess. And Fireball Ladder, thanks for coming. Why would he do that?
Why?
Why do you throw down the Fireball Ladder?
You're clearing
and
out.
It's broke. Now they broke it because you see it snapped.
Oh, yeah, they did break it. Breaker just speared LA Knight. I love this faction, guys. I got to be honest with you. I love this group of guys together. They are dominant. Now Bronson Reed. Oh, what do they call this? The tsunami?
Yep.
Yeah.
On to Andrade. Andrade ain't getting up, so he's not going to win. Boy, I tell you, I love when superstars either get hurt or have time off, and they don't sit their asses in the house. They get to the gym. Because Bronson Reed went to the gym.
He probably lost about good 20 pounds, 10, 15 pounds. He probably lost about 10, 15 pounds coming back.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And to me, Braun Breaker is just becoming an absolute star. His running spear is the most... Wait a second, boys.
Uh-oh.
We got some music. We got some music.
Those are Solo. Got to be Solo's boys.
Solo's boys. Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yep. You got a little Jacob Fatu.
Isn't he upset with Solo from
Jacob and the
SmackDown?
newbie? I call him Jacob and the newbie. Wow. So now a total of 10 men are out for this match. Apparently the Money in the Bank ladder match is morphing into a tag team match.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. A lot of beef in that ring. Holy smokes. There's a lot of beef.
This is a Gabby type Money in the Bank match.
Oh, she'd be so excited right now. She'd just be screaming, beef, beef, beef. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, I agree with Daniel. The stare down on SmackDown now makes sense. And that's when it's cool, when you do something and then you pay it forward, guys. That's called storytelling. That's called writing down so you can say, okay, this leads to this. So now this makes sense.
Oh, Jacob's a freak, man. What a freak.
Dude, I love Jacob Fatu. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What? Oh, no. What's he going to do now? Oh, wow. Jacob Fatu. Bring it. Bring it, Jacob Fatu. Give me more. Give me more. Holy smokes. Oh, my. Those two moves were sick.
Yep.
And now Fatu. I love that shirt on Fatu also. Look at the announcers. They're like, I'm not sitting down if Fatu does that again to throw another dude in my lap. Ooh.
I have a theory what's going to happen right now, and I can't say it.
Say it. Say
I
it.
think that Jacob Fatu screws Solo right here, and he's the new partner for Seth Rollins in a new group.
Raphael, stop it. If they added him to this faction,
that would be it.
All right, they're hugging. You might be right, Raphael. You might be right. You might be right. Raphael, you might be right. Oh, Raphael. He's looking at him now. He's looking at him. Oh, Rafa, you're right. You're right. Fatu's got his hand on the bottom of Solo and he can't move. Oh my God, Rafi, I think you called it. He's looking down at Fatu saying, hey, what gives? What gives? And the crowd's chanting something. I have no idea what it is. Oh! He said, never. I hate you. I hate you. Super kick to Solo. Solo is down. He says, never. I hate you.
Oh!
Oh, my God, Raphael. I can't believe you just called that. Now, will he actually be a part of the faction, or is this separately just a one-on-one issue?
I think separate. I'm still going Becky going in.
Oh no. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. He did his back flip like he's 150 pounds. Travis Scott, that's a wrestler right there, son. Oh, my God. Who would have ever
Where's
thought?
Rollins? Where's Rollins?
He's out against the announce table, Tommy. He's waiting for all this to play out. And then I think, to Raphael's point, they'll go and grab him, throw him in, and then he'll protect him and the ladder just like he did. So Fatu, I just got a text. Fatu caught Solo calling him stupid or something like that on SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah. I watched it.
Oh, are they gonna do? Are you kidding me? Is this gonna be a rock bottom? Oh, a rock bottom by Fatu Solo through the ladder that they set up about 15 minutes ago. What did good old JR used to say? Business just picked up.
Oh,
holy smokes!
If he picks Rollins up,
never I hate you. I got to write that down. Never I hate you. Wow.
Oh.
So now Fatu to the outside. And now Fatu is backing up and leaving, going towards the entrance.
I'm only half right.
All right, now Seth Rollins. All right, the fireball. Is this the same fireball ladder or a second one?
I thought this first one broke, so maybe they.
Well, I didn't realize till just now that there were ads on the turnbuckles. I just realized that. All right, Seth. Everybody's down. Paul Heyman's looking around. He doesn't need it. Oh, LA Knight. LA Knight. This would be big for LA Knight. This would be big for LA Knight. It's LA Knight. It's LA Knight. Oh, wait a second. Seth, right back. Oh. I'm telling you, you guys might think, oh, this is choreographed, and it might be. Stomp. But you can't control how your head hits a ladder or how you go backwards or anything like that. This is dangerous stuff. Coach, who do you see being put over? Well, right now, I mean, I picked Solo, but he's out. So, it looks like it's going to be Seth Rollins. He's up there. Nobody else is there. Yep, it's going to be Seth.
It's going to be Seth. They're putting him over.
Thanks for all that solo money.
Second time in his career. You know what? I got to give credit where credit's due. First half a little clunky, but by the way, and I know I let little things bother me, but the ring announcer, oh my God, it's like nails on a chalkboard. She's in charge. Apparently, she's in charge of all the announcers, from what I've gathered.
Oh.
And she was on LFG. Remember, she's on LFG, and she was like the moderator there. I was like, oh my God, oh. But let's focus on the winner, Seth Rollins. Who called that? Tommy?
Yes.
You called Seth Rollins, and now what it does by not having Fatu instantly go into the faction is now you start to wonder, will he? What's going on with him as Solo? There's a lot of things that could happen here, and I like that they didn't instantly do what Breaker and Bronson Reed did, Tommy. You agree?
Yes, totally agree. And they're putting these guys over big time. This whole alliance, whatever the name of his group is, and I wouldn't be surprised on Raw they have a little ceremony where they're bringing Becky Lynch in.
By the way, I gave Producer Man the night off. I didn't want him working weekends. He's in the chat right now. Very interesting question, guys. He says, I wonder if he cashes in tonight.
Wow.
Because it doesn't matter that it's a tag team match tonight. It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't.
What if Seth Rollins comes out and attacks Jey Uso tonight and wins the World Heavyweight Championship before Jey faces Gunther on Monday to screw Gunther as well?
Well, then would he have to go against Gunther? No, he wouldn't. Because it was,
no, he wouldn't have to.
Right.
No.
That's a great thought.
Yeah.
This is pretty good storytelling right
or
here.
Or either he beats Cena, and then that starts Cena on his road to maybe turning back babyface. I don't know. There's a couple questions there.
There really is. Hey, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm warming up to this idea. Because I always look at Money in the Bank as a chance to change somebody's career. And Seth Rollins has been a top shelf superstar for many years.
Yes, he has.
You know, so it's not like he needs it, but for him to have it to help everybody else, that makes a lot of sense. By the way, Charlie, tip of the cap to you in the chat, because I can't stand the ring announcer. I mute her. I did a lot of ring announcing during my time, Tommy. You remember that. I did a lot of ring announcing. And you can't announce the first match of the night like it's a world heavyweight title match. And every match after that. There's levels. But for her, it's like, it's WrestleMania I can't even do it. My voice hurts so bad.
You know, it was weird today, Coach. Before I watched Worlds Collide, I was on the WWE site there on YouTube, and I saw Livewire come up, and I worked on that show, right? And I see Vince Russo on there with Jim Ross, and I'm on the phones in the back there, and they went to a commercial, and this made me think of you. It was called the Big Bang Boom Tour. It was all live events, like 8 in a row, and I'm like, Coach, you don't even see that anymore. There's not. I mean, they did live events night after night after night after night that they named the tours. This is like 96, 97. And I'm like, oh my God, we don't even see that anymore.
I remember, Tommy, when I walked in the door, literally the first day, Michael Cole handed me a stack of files and said, here, these shows are yours. Livewire was one of them. And I used to host Livewire with Shane McMahon's wife. And we'd do domestic and then international for you.
Yep.
And then on the road, you would send me all of those cities. And I remember Rock used to hate doing those. So if we were going to go to India or Germany, hey, Rock, we got to have you come in here. And it was hilarious because we had this guy named the Professor. And the Professor, smartest dude, Raphael, you've ever. He works Super Bowls. Carrie's his name. We call him the Prof. And I remember one time he didn't know the Rock shtick. And we were going to India. And he goes, India, Kuala Lumpur, the Rock. He goes, Rock, it's Kuala Lumpur, whatever. He goes, and the whole room stops. And he just looks at him like, did you just really stop the Rock? And then it got worse from there. He used to love to say his whole thing, walk off camera, and then come back and then finish. So Prof had the things on his ears, and he goes, India, I'm coming, Germany, I'm coming. If you smell what the Rock, he walks off camera, And then everybody waits for him to come back and say, is cooking. So he goes, smell with The Rock. He walks off. The prof goes, all right, we're good. We're good. Awesome. Awesome job. That's fantastic. The whole room dead silent. We all look at The Rock, and The Rock's looking at prof like, did you just stop The Rock?
Yeah.
Did you just take away my is cooking? And, he made prof feel like this big. And then he started laughing like Rock always did and just busted his chops and did it again. But my God, was it funny. Oh, what's this, guys? A Triple H promo. Oh. Oh, my God. Here we go. We're coming back to Vegas, boys. We're coming back to Vegas.
Wow.
If you're a fan from any international country and you saved up years to go to last year's WrestleMania, they're calling it Double Down. Double Down. Oh, my God. April 18th, April 19th is official, and you can already get in line for your pre-sale tickets. First row, at least on my screen, it says $18,000. Let's go. Let's go.
Can you have the BTT credit card, Coach?
Yeah, that'll be declined. Declined.
How many Deemer boxes you got to sell for that?
A few. If you haven't signed up yet, do it right now. We're only going to do it like another week or so.
Get that QR code, please.
Yeah, get that QR code. Holy smack. I must have blocked 20 people today. I am done with I call it wrestling Twitter, where they just write crap that they know nothing about. And this whole wrestling couch, they go where the money is. Fans don't care if they go back to back. Don't you remember WrestleMania in Atlantic City back-to-back years? Yeah, 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Let's compare those two things, Tommy.
I was at those two. I was at those two. I was with Gorilla.
Wow.
I was a PA then. I was a PA.
40 years ago. You were in your 40s then. That was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy. Tommy's doing the math. Carry the 4.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Yosef. I'll read this one, Coach. Why were you the most hype man ever? WWF Free For All. You made people want to buy it. Coach Free For All, King of the Ring 2000. Hey, that was, every pay-per-view week, I would spend every Thursday and Friday going, oh, world, United States, we're coming. Money in the Bank. Who's going to be crowned? Who's going to climb to the top of the ladder? We got 6 women. We got 6 men that will change their careers forever. And it can all be yours for $69.99. Live on pay-per-view. See, it all comes right back. See how you just snap it like that? Levels to this game, Raphael. Levels to this game. That's for you, Yosef. That was for you. Boy, we used to hard sell. We called it the hard sell. The pay-per-views back in the day. The hard sell. My goodness.
I used to have to do one for every fucking country. UK, Germany, Italy, blah, blah, blah. This is how you get to see it.
You remember how pissed off Michael Cole used to get? If he had to come in, he would stay up all night. It was the most ridiculous thing. They would tape SmackDown Tuesday, edit it Wednesday, and they'd work till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And he would be so miserable because he hadn't been to bed yet. And then he acted like, SmackDown was, the most important show on God's green earth. And they would get the same order from the same to-go place, same food, and he was miserable. And then you walk in and go, hey, Michael, hey, Cole, I need you to do 5 internationals for me. Oh, head would explode. Are you effing kidding me, Tommy? I've been up for 36 hours straight.
Yeah.
Doing nothing but sitting on a couch, sweetening the episode. Oh,
he thought him and Taz were like the greatest commentators ever.
Oh my God. We call Seabass our resident curmudgeon. Those two were double dose curmudgeons. Oh my God. Nobody was more miserable than Taz. Nobody. I like him very much. I really like Taz.
I get along with him great. He made Big Ben too, boy.
Oh, no doubt. I used
to see him at MGM all the time during wrestling events when they would come to MGM.
Oh, really?
Just walking around. Never saw him gamble. Just walking around. Starbucks one time, just walking around, just being by himself, just chilling.
That's crazy. A human being walking around a casino in Vegas. nuts.
That wasn't Gorilla Monsoon.
He was sitting down in the high roller room.
He was in the high roller on the blackjack table.
All right, so we've got Seth, and if you're just joining us here, this is our Behind the Turnbuckle, Last Word, Coach and Bro, all of our brands wrapped into one, our live watch-along. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll have a full post-show and break down all of the different results, what it means, where they might go. But, guys, we got to talk about this next one. They have very strategically decided that the tag team match will be the last match of the night. Interesting, because that finish we just had in the Money in the Bank, that could have been the finish of the show, which tells me we have something that is still to come. By the way, Marcus, Super Sticker, says, very disappointed that LA Knight didn't win. Marcus, I do not think you are the only one. So, guys, what do we think? Because, Raphael, you just did it in real time. You shocked the world. You predicted the finish almost. So where do we think this tag match is going to go? Then, Tommy, I want you to go next.
This is the last match. Someone has to come out. Something has to get the crowd jumping, like we just saw people come out in a Money in the Bank match. Somebody has to screw somebody. Or now maybe Seth Rollins cashes his bank, like the producer who has a night off that's watching us, predicted to cash in his briefcase. I think maybe that is the case.
How dare he take the night off? Producer man, you and I will talk about your future employment very soon. Tommy, what do you think is going to happen?
I agree with Rafi. You cannot have this match and have what you just had with the Money in the Bank with a big pop and everything and just be a generic 1, 2, 3, one team wins and the other one, and we go off hot yeeting or we go off Cena being glorified or something. That's a dead ending to me, Coach. So you're right. Something storyline-wise has to happen in this match. Either Seth comes in or not. Maybe Roman comes in, or maybe there's heat between Logan and Cena, and they go at it at the end. It can't end with a 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming, folks. We love Money in the Bank. See you Monday night on Raw. No.
We saw that at WrestleMania, didn't we, Tommy?
Yes.
We saw that at WrestleMania. We saw how the crowd reacted to that. They expect big-time surprises in big-time moments. And even though Money in the Bank may not be on everybody's radar, John Cena's end of his career is. And we've only got about 20 nights left of this. So you can't waste these nights and not have something big happen. So, Tommy, I agree with you 1,000%. How do you not like Cody Rhodes? I don't care if he's a white meat baby face or not. He's a good dude, and I love when he's on the show. I just like the as a human being. Yeah. So I'm trying to think where I think this is going to go, because I Roman coming out in this match wouldn't make any sense. There's I mean it's 4 guys that wouldn't make. Oh man. Who would make sense? Help me out in the chat. Help me on the in the chat. Oh my God, Tommy! Can we have a bigger fart in church than that? Why would he come out and do that when he's fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship on Monday?
I don't know. That is a fart in church. That's terrible.
And you know what's sad is that right now, in 2025, we should be able to. They're saying CM Punk, maybe. There should be enough top-tier talent that we should have 5 or 6 guys that if they weave the storylines together enough, guys, they'll be okay, that makes sense because of this. Or that guy makes – we don't have that right now. And that's a problem. That is a problem. So Cody Rhodes and the world's heavyweight champion, Jey Uso. All right, let's predict this. How long are they going to yeet? All right, I'm going to set my timer right now. Tell me before it starts. How long are they going to yeet? Raphael, give me a time.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Tommy.
I'm going to say 5 minutes.
It starts now. 5 minutes? Yes. All right, I'm going to say 6 minutes. It starts now because they show them on the screen. Here we go. 6 minutes, 5 minutes for Tommy. I feel like we're playing The Price is Right. 8 minutes for Raphael. We've got a super sticker that just came through. Luke says, imagine Stone Cold coming to the ring smiling. #advert era. Stone Cold would never come to the ring smiling.
No.
Are you kidding me? This is business. I remember if you talk to him on a night like tonight, it was all business. There was no joking around. There was no Stone Cold standing around backstage. He was in the meeting room. He was talking to the agent. This was as serious, Tommy, as anything to Stone Cold, wasn't it?
He backstage on game day, he was game day mode with his chewing tobacco in the back, in his mouth, walking around pacing, doing his thing, meeting with Pat, doing it. Dude, was all business.
Really?
All business. Yes.
All right. Producer man says 7 minutes and 31 seconds. We want you guys to participate. Put it in the chat. How long do you think the Yeet? Oh, now we got little Johnny. He's holding little Johnny. You can't make fun of little Johnny. Oh, these kids love it when he stops and daps them up. And the entrance is cool, but it's like a football fan. If you have a touchback 20 times in a row, they're going to say, give me more. Give me something else. I need to see more from Jey Uso than just yeeting for 10 minutes every single show.
That's why I keep saying, man, I think he regressed as a champion. He didn't elevate anything. It's the same thing.
Lockdown Wrestling says 15 minutes.
He said 15 minutes. Lockdown said 15 minutes. Rest of the show.
Well, you know what? They got to be out. They got to be off by 10 o'clock.
Why?
And you know why?
Why?
Because UFC has a pay-per-view in Prudential Center.
Well, just because they own the same. Tommy, that show's been on for 3 hours.
Yeah, but that's the preliminaries.
Yeah.
The main show starts at 10 o'clock.
So
pay-per-view. So they need the WWE to be off.
Why?
At that time.
Why?
So people switch over to there.
Interesting.
TKO, dude, money.
I agree with Tommy in that one.
I've seen some really good. We're at 2:30, by the way. We're at 2:30. We're all going to lose because he's already gassed.
Yeah.
And we guessed way too over.
Maybe do a remix. They'll do the remix. Let's do it all over again.
He's going to do this.
We still got
does
Cena.
that. Yeah, that's right.
We still got Cena and Logan.
Kimberly, Dag, my nephew and I had a bet on how long before Coach would discuss the Yeet. He said 15 seconds in. Didn't even make the Kimberly, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. At least we know you watch and you know. Oh, that's great. I'll take the shade. I'll take the shade.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a really good one. Now I'm going to be self-conscious about it. Now, every time he comes out, we'll be like, oh, is Kimberly in the chat? Is Kimberly and her nephew in the chat? Oh, God. This is what I love about doing these. I love these watch-alongs. All right. So I think we're at 3:30. And you know on Price is Right, if you bet over, nobody wins. So I'm not giving you, Tom, even though you said 5 minutes. Oh, no. They are. Oh, they are. Oh, no. They're doing it.
No.
They're rolling it back. Yes, they are. Oh, wait. Okay. He wanted to do it, and then they just hit Logan Paul's music. So 3 minutes and 48 seconds. We all lose. And here comes Logan Paul. He just interrupted Jay's roll it back.
I would have won against Logan Paul.
Thank God.
My God. Is anybody living their best life more than Logan Paul right now? He's married to or engaged or married to a gorgeous actress. I think they're pregnant, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they had a baby.
They had the baby already.
Okay,
they had the baby already. She seems very sweet, by the way, from everything I've seen. Very, very nice. Logan's a good dude too. That's it. That's the other thing I despise about social media is they'll latch on to one thing. Coach, he scammed people 8 years ago. We're human beings. Everybody moves on. You change. La. I'm so tired of the one narrative. If you only have one bad thing to say about me or Logan Paul or anybody else, then
is he holding
got
a
nothing
drone
to say.
or something?
He's holding it. Well, it's a GoPro, Tommy. Come on.
Oh, GoPro.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it is a drone, though. That's what Pat McAfee just said.
Yeah,
he
that's
said
what it
this is
looked
the
like.
future. He said that's talent. He goes, this is the future.
I bet you he came up with that.
I'm sure he probably did.
How about this? How about Kimberly? She says, gentlemen, nephew and I are watching separately together. Money in the Bank on TV and y'all on the phone. Much more enjoyable, tolerable. I will let Michael Cole know that. and Pat McAfee know that. Thank you, Kimberly. All of a sudden, Kimberly's my new favorite.
Yes,
she's my new favorite. Yes. It's a drone. He did this at Mania as well. But when you're holding a drone, that's different than, that's why I don't know if you technically call it a drone. Oh my God, America's largest injury law firm. We know we're taking every dime if that's one of the presenting sponsors, boys. An injury law firm?
That is so low rent. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the guys that, they're running after you get in a car accident. Are you okay?
And the guy on the thing had those eyes with their glowed up eyes like this. All right, here comes John Cena.
We're not talking Jerry McDivitt here, convince us. Remember Jerry McDivitt? God.
Tommy, I was the star witness in one of those.
He was good, man. That dude was Teflon.
I thought
he was Teflon.
I thought he would have Clippers color shirt on today. I thought he would wear the Clippers color.
In the Intuit Dome?
Yeah, it's Clippers.
All right, so the last time is now. Have you noticed they change up the merch just a little bit?
Yeah, they want you to buy it.
It's so this is smart marketing. We tease, we criticize, but when you have a guy like Cena or Logan Paul, this is what you do. You change the merchandise. I remember back when Rock was red hot, they would make his shirt for every single city on the back. Finally, The Rock has come back to L.A., sell out. To do that, you got to be over like Rover.
That's right.
You can't sell an L.A. shirt in San Francisco.
Nope.
The last time, I'm having a real hard time lately, guys, all kidding aside, with the aging process, because as a sports fan, all of my favorites are getting a little bit older, but our minds don't get older, right? Our minds love this, whether it's wrestling. Yeah. And I traveled with Cena. Me and him were up and down the highways. I was in the car when he was telling the story about Dayton, where me and him took. Oh, wait. We don't need to talk about that story right about now.
No.
Askabaum, Super Sticker, says, Coach, did you enjoy the Bischoff trial? One of the most fun things I've ever shot in my life. It was so much fun. Took all day, so much fun. All right, now, here's the announcement. And she's announcing it as if it's a WrestleMania main event.
Wow, Cody looks good, man. He's tan.
Shred.
That's real tan. That's no fake bake.
That's no Paul Heyman tape.
No way. Oh, she's so annoying.
Oh, so annoying. Oh, my God. Don't give the dap. Don't give her the dap. Oh, my God. Just say his name already. It's so hard. Go ahead, Tommy. Sorry.
Logan is shredded too, man.
Well, Tom hates. Oh.
Her voice.
Oh, did you hear her voice? Here we go. Oh, I've got so much love for this guy.
Incredible.
Oh, man. Just say it. See, this one's my problem, Tommy.
Yeah.
I would do this so differently if I was announcing it. You say that stuff straight. Say, gracing us with his presence. Then you go, and for the last time in Los Angeles, the last real champion, John Cena. That's how you do it. Not this whole drag it out for 13 seconds.
You're going to wear a sparkle jacket when you do it?
I don't know what's gotten into you today, Raphael. You've had multiple good liners. Usually you're good for one a show. You're like 3 or 4 today. All right, here we go. Maybe Cena needs to go in the tanning bed too. Maybe just a little bit.
That was Casper of jean shorts.
Oh, classic heel move there, guys. Cena does a whole walk around, then he tags in his partner to start the match. I used to love that shit. I know his nickname's the Maverick, but I would call him the Natural. I don't know that I've ever seen a talent more naturally talented in the ring than Logan Paul. Nobody.
And he can ground and pound and fly. Not many guys can do that.
No doubt. He can do it all. You're right, Tommy. All right, so now it's Cody and John Cena. Hey, Coach, how many tag matches were you in? That comes from Dirt Sheet Dan. Well, Dan, since you ask, I am a former tag team champion of the world. Almost got in a fight with Chris Jericho over that.
Yeah.
So I was in a real fight, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, there's like this etiquette thing that apparently you're not supposed to wear the titles around backstage. And I was a tag team champion of the world. I was in Winnipeg, his hometown.
Oh.
So I wore the belt around backstage, and he kept threatening me, take it off, take it off, take it off. But, I mean, he didn't want a piece of me. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. He definitely didn't want a piece of me. That's all I can say.
Did he put you on the list?
This is before the list. Well before the list. All right, so Tommy, to your everybody's already saying Dirt Sheet Dan. He's already a brand. To your point, you said this can't be a normal tag team match. It just can't be something we see on USA on Monday night from 1988. Can't be that. Can't be that.
No, it cannot be that, Coach. And if it is, then it's a big ball drop. Why wouldn't you have Money in the Bank last?
That's exactly right. I still have not seen an answer. Want to be Samantha Irvin. She's not in Samantha's league. I still don't know a name that, I mean, even CM Punk to me would not make sense.
Well, he could do an angle with Cena. That hasn't happened yet.
To lead to, I guess.
I still think Producer Man's right. I think Seth Rollins cashes. I think Producer Man is correct on this one. I think Seth Rollins comes back out.
So in order for that to happen, then everybody had to be down, including Cena. Well, they're both out there. He could do either one.
Yeah, who's he going to choose? Yeah, who's he going to choose?
Very interesting. Look at Logan Paul. The other part of this that I want all of you who are watching right now to understand, that when you hear the term working, these guys are working right now. That's what we call it in the wrestling business. And working is not just how many moves can you do. It's timing, letting the crowd breathe, listening to the crowd, and if they give it to you, let them go and then continue on. So many guys, Tommy, will just rush through something. Okay, I got to get to this move, but the crowd's popping for you or against you. Let them pop. Let them pop.
What if Seth goes to cash in, and Roman screws him?
Logan screws Seth.
Roman
screws Seth. But if he does that, guys, then the cash-in is going to be over in less than 3 hours. Or less than 2 hours.
Yeah. Those guys are big enough stars where they don't need
the briefcase.
Right now, they are advertising the post-show presented by Fireball after the show tonight. You can't make it up. We're going to have our own post-show. You guys want to stay right here. It's going to be much better than, and I love Big E and all that, but this is where you're going to get the real deal. All right, so Jordan says Cody and Jay win the match just for Rollins to come in with his crew and destroy everyone, and then Seth cashes in. Okay. That's okay. That's why you have a faction, boys, is to have them have your back, and then you win the easy way, just like he did with Money in the Bank.
Dude, can you imagine if Seth did do that and then Roman came in? That fucking place would go explode.
Oh, yeah. If who came in?
Roman on Seth. It would explode, Coach. I'm sorry.
It absolutely
We
would.
haven't seen Roman.
It would be a better ending than WrestleMania Sunday.
Yeah, it would.
You know what's been funny is all the different topics that we talk about on our shows, and I'll break some news or I'll just say them. And these wrestling websites, because there's no pro journalists working for any of them, they'll take what I say, Tommy, and they'll put it in their articles like it's gospel. I saw a bunch of them. Coach said that WWE is renegotiating Roman Reigns' contract at $15 million. And they're saying it like I said it was fact.
Yeah.
What I said was based off of what they're doing with everybody else, they would be on brand to ask a part-time performer to renegotiate their $15 million a year salary.
You know why
That's
they're
what I
doing
said.
that? You know why? Because you bring validity to all this because you've been with the company. You know people there.
Well, thank you.
Right? So if it's Melzer just shooting off his mouth for 40 years, and I've never seen him, like we always say this, in the production meetings, never walked there. He wouldn't even get in backstage. Vince couldn't stand it. But we were there, Coach, and
Yeah.
you're the ones quoting it. So it's coming from Jonathan Coachman. He must know somebody on the inside, and that's why they drop it, dude, which is good for everybody.
Yeah,
Well,
I can
appreciate
say
that.
it.
We do.
I can say it, and then we'll get nothing. It will get crickets. You could say the exact same words I said, and it'll go viral as you always do.
Well, I appreciate that. I just never knew that we would get to this point, which is awesome. We've got a lot of people watching our shows, and that's the whole reason we started this brand, guys, is we really got tired of the dirt sheets and the bullshit. And Baron Corbin the other day went off on Meltzer. And it's like the whole, it's just all we ask is that you're just honest, treat the business with respect. And if you've got knowledge because you were doing it, you don't see me commenting on doing heart surgery. I never would do that because I'm not a heart surgeon. But I spent many, many, many years, just like Tommy did, and we know how this business works. We've been in the meetings.
That's right.
We've been in there where they talk about, let's do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. That's
We don't
actually
speculate. We speak the truth because we've
100%.
been there. You were with Vince how many years? I was with Vince every time we did something. I worked Shotgun Saturday night. I was with him. I worked Live Wire when he came on all the time. When we did other stuff, I was always Vince's guy.
No doubt. No doubt about it.
He trusted me.
That was the thing about Vince. And one day we'll just do a whole episode just on Vince McMahon once all the bullshit is over. But this match is
it's slow.
It's slow, just like the WrestleMania match was. And I know what they're trying to do. When you've got a big-time heel, you want to give him time to brag and do what he's doing. But this crowd's not stupid.
Yeah,
they want what's coming in 20 minutes.
They're just sitting there. And they're just sitting there too, Coach.
I think this is a real mistake to have this on last.
Yep, I agree.
I really do.
Considering what we just saw, that Money in the Men's match with all that happening, you're absolutely right, Coach. Because that was a banger, that match. And them, the boys coming out, and then Fatu, man, he lit up that night. He made that whole Money in the Bank with all the stuff he was doing in that ring. And he told the story about him and Solo that you could carry on week to week to week. Like Raphael said, maybe he does go in with the wise man in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
or
he won the money. He won the Money in the Bank, not Seth Rollins. I thought Fatu won the Money in the Bank.
What
I
a way
would
to
have
go off
loved
a show like that, right? And
all four guys doing this, backing up to the set. That'd have been awesome.
Yep.
Now maybe Triple H has something up his sleeve here. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm saying right now, the feel of this, and I'm guessing that a lot of these fans also went to Worlds Collide today.
Yes.
That, they all spent $1,500 total to go to both shows. The tickets for this one were astronomical, by the way. So I'm guessing that they're tired. I'm guessing that they're worn out. So you're going to have to give them something spectacular. And in my experience, when you're in the main event, when it's the main event of a show, guys, you got to give me something. It's got to be a battle. You got to dig down deep. It's got to be a war.
Yeah.
This is not a war yet. And in comes Logan Paul. Oh, man, he's so good. He is so good. When you're an arrogant, what I call cool heel, there's a lot of dudes out there right now. This is why I think people hate Dom also. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh my God. That's not normal. The splits and a cover in one move, that's not normal.
A male splits one move.
Yes. So part of the reason people ask me all the time, why do people hate Dom so much? Why do people hate Logan Paul so much? Because regular people, let's say 99% of the world, because there's a phrase called the 1%ers. And Logan's a 1%er. Dom's a 1%er. And the rest of America, they look at him and go, man, I want to be with Liv, or I want to date Liv. They look at Logan Paul. Oh, he's married to an incredible actress, glamorous. They wish they could be him. And that's what a cool heel is. You hate him, right, boys? You're
That's
like,
right.
damn it, low-key, I'd love to be like this dude.
Yep.
I really would. Marcus says, so you're the reason everyone was trying to break that news. Name the topic, Marcus. Name the topic. My name has been in every article for the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
I did an event last night in L.A., guys, and I got introduced as the person whose name has been in every It happened last night. I said, I'm going to steal that. They said, you've been causing controversy everywhere. I said, yes, but has anybody said that's not true? Not one time, boys. Not one time.
Our boy Shane backed it up.
Thank you, Shane McMahon, for doing that interview today on TMZ.
What a great guy. What a great guy, man.
Great
I
dude.
worked close with him for years, and what a guy. And a nut. A friggin' nut, man.
It was almost like I handed him my script that I needed him to say in that interview for everything. It's almost like I said, Shane, can you say this? Yeah, no problem, coach. I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
And hit every topic by topic by topic. It was awesome. It was awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Dominic is way better than Logan Paul. Ooh, Yosef, I like you, pal, but I think they're great in different ways. Let's say that.
I agree.
They're great in different ways.
I'm a huge Dominic fan, dude. He is so good. And you know what? He's subtle the way he does his stuff. He's not outrageous with it. He's very subtle, and he's got Liv on his arm, and that makes it even more look at this dude with her. You know what I mean? And it's great stuff, man.
It really is.
I'm sure his dad is really proud of him.
The only issue I have is he's the only one that I can think of that's in a romantic thing, right? And right now, if you guys are wondering, they're in a hold position on the show.
This is terrible, coach.
I mean, this is a slow. I mean, come on. But when you're in a romantic thing, don't do a podcast with Stephanie McMahon talking about how great your real life wife is. Can we not do that? Let's talk about she does. I mean, let's at least suspend a little bit of belief for me when Liv says, "Yeah, I love being with this dude," and they're kissing and all this kind of stuff. It did that part to me makes very little sense, but what do I know? All right, so now, and I don't know if this is a Cena thing, and but when you get to a certain age, you can't do a lot of things. He's never been an unbelievable worker, but he's been, really, really a hard worker for a long time. I'll say that. Charlie said it's like the show has lost all the momentum. Charlie, that's what we've been talking about. You're exactly right.
Here we go. Here we go. The Heat.
Oh,
now
we see it. Yes, you did.
We called it.
Yes, you did. Oh, okay.
Well, Cody's going to clean how he's coming in.
I'm trying to teach you. You want to be taught, he says. He goes, maybe I'll teach you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who wrote this script?
Yeah.
There you go, boys. Don't pay attention to the World Heavyweight Champion crawling over to let Cody Rhodes in. Why would we do that?
Coming in hot.
Ooh. Oh, I love that move.
Can you see Logan walking out on this?
Well, he went over the top rope, and now Cody's going to go in. Okay. I love when guys can land on their feet going through the middle rope. Not everybody can do that. That's really, really hard to do.
Oh.
And now Cody, man, he looks healthy. He looks in shape. He's fast. What did good old JR used to say? Moon drop kick. What did he used to call that? He had all these names. All right, Logan's still in there. Oh, Cena! Attitude adjustment. Oh!
What the hell?
So now here comes the schmage. Here comes the smudge. He slipped, and Cole's right. It cost him another attitude adjustment. 2. Oh, geez, man, these big haymakers. Crossroads, is it over now? Oh, okay, Tommy, you're spot on. Logan off the top. Cody moves. He lands on Cena. Here we go. Here's a storyline. Spear by Jey Uso. Somebody's going to get pinned, and now it's going to be Logan and John Cena. Tommy, you were all over it. You are all over it.
Which is not a good ending for Money in the Bank.
You don't think what would be a good ending?
Somebody coming out. Someone that blows the roof off. These two fighting in the ring at the end of this match is not going to blow the roof off.
Seth would blow the roof off.
Yes. Okay, well, what do we say, though? Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. On the side of the ring, on the side of the barrier. What are we doing? Oh, Morgan & Morgan must have a lot of money. Logan Paul says, to hell with this match. I'm watching, Coach. Hey, I've said it all the time. I'm way more entertaining than half this shit.
I like Logan.
I love Logan, but I want a really good storyline. Now, Cody's down.
In the chat, you see that guy RJ in the chat?
Yep.
He's with Jimmy Corderas.
Yes.
Oh, I love RJ. He's their producer, I think. He goes, what's next? An advertisement for Chico bail bonds.
What's up, RJ?
RJ's a good follow on X, too. If you don't follow, RJ's a very good follow on X. I would highly recommend.
Yes, I follow him, yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, RJ. Now, go back and tell Corderas and Brian how a real show operates, okay? Let them know. They can call me. I
didn't say that, RJ. Coach did.
What is wrong with you, Raphael?
I don't want
I'm trying to teach you, just like Cena. To have a backbone, talk trash, stand on it.
He's a pure babyface, Raphael.
All the time. I think I came out of the womb as a heel. Uh-oh. Cover him, Logan. Cover him. What are you pointing at? Is he pointing at the drone? What's he doing?
Yes.
The drone?
Yep.
So Cena's down on the outside. Logan Paul's on the corner. Oh, the drone is right there. The drone right in his hand. How does he do that?
That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, it came back to his hand. Oh, that is so cool.
Yep.
A look from the drone on the suplex from the top rope. Cut away. There you go. All right, good. I should direct this show too. Wow. Do you think somebody is doing the remote control and bringing it right to him there? Or how does it come back into his hand?
Yeah, I'm sure someone's doing
that. Was sick.
Probably Pat McAfee.
What else can
He's a unicorn. He's a unicorn. What is going on here? Is there a finish in the future here?
I don't know. Well, it's funny because another show has not started yet. That's not on this channel.
Oh, really?
It has a match hasn't started yet. We'll just put it that way.
What are you talking about?
UFC 316.
Oh, UFC 316. But I thought somebody say it had to be over at 10 o'clock.
That's what I thought. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, that was you that said that. Oh,
Yeah, that was
okay.
me.
I didn't remember. My bad, Tommy. My
Those
bad.
are nice tables, man. Wow.
Those are great tables. Those are great tables. I will say this. I mean, as much as they're trying to save money and,
The
saving
Spanish
everybody.
boys, my boys, Marcelo and Jerry Soto.
Let's see.
Yeah,
We've got a Prime Bottle, Fireball, Morgan & Morgan. What else do we got?
Slim Jim.
That'd be great if they used a
Slim Jim.
Deemer box.
Slim
They
Jim
used
was
a
on
Deemer
the
box
table.
to smash someone's head.
Oh, my God. Can you
BTT
imagine?
Deemer box.
WWE's themed Deemer box.
He's coming with the Deemer box.
How about Pat McAfee just now, the classic wrestling announcer? What are you thinking, John? What are you thinking? All right. So what are we waiting for here, John? Who's coming out, John? Okay. All right. A fourth attitude adjustment, table to table. Oh! And the table didn't break. Okay. All right, one more look. Do we think the table was supposed to break?
I don't think it was.
No.
Well, I guess
Okay.
it was. Wow,
that had to hurt.
Wow.
And now what is here we go. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Stop telling me this kid is not a superstar at the highest level.
And he nailed it.
I'm
And
done
I was
with
just
it.
gonna say he nailed it.
That
He
was
nailed that.
awesome.
He nailed that.
Off the middle. He nailed that. Look
and
at the
neither
replay.
one of them got hurt. Neither one of them.
Holy cow.
Is he going to give him the nut
look
shot?
at the overhead. Oh. So, Tommy, here's the deal. I think the first time it wasn't supposed to break, somebody pulled the pins, so that time it would break.
Yeah.
And that's really slick if they were able to do that with the tables.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
That's hard to do, man.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. That's like the third time he's missed him. He didn't even touch him. Pick him up and do it again. Tommy, what happened to apologizing before?
Oh.
All right.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? We got somebody in the hoodie. And it's not a white meat baby face, that's for sure. Who is that? It's R-Truth. It's R-Truth. Oh my God. R-Truth.
Did they swerve everybody
I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
about letting him go? I don't get it.
They're screaming, "We want truth. We want truth." Oh my God. Cole saying, "We thought he left the company."
What? Now that's the way to end it, Coach.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll take that.
I got to give him a little handoff. That's I didn't see that coming. Not one bit.
There you go. Okay. Well, what did we say? We didn't have a name. That made sense. That
makes sense.
Yep.
Yes, I'm in complete shock. Somebody asked me in the chat.
Do you think they swerved the whole time?
Do I think that? No. I think they really did drop him. I really do.
And then they brought him back because of the heat they got?
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't think it's because of the heat. I think they're booking by the day. To be honest with you, I think they're trying to figure this out, and I think they're like, hell, we're getting all this venom. So let's turn this around. Let's turn it around, and it'll be interesting to see what Triple H has to say in the post-fight press conference. If he tells the truth, see what I did there, or if he doesn't.
You mean the post-fight fireball press conference?
There you go. All right, and we're very seamless. They're showing the replays right now and very few talent, by the way, would do this. He's 53. He's been around. And they're like, hey, R-Truth, how about an extra payout? Well, you don't not do this because you're pissed off that they dropped you after 20 years. You do it because it's fun. It's the right thing to do. And guess what? It's an extra payday, and it's a really cool spot to be in anyway.
Yep.
Some fighters have been like, no, screw you guys. You fired me. Well, guess what? Everybody's going to get fired at some point. Everybody that's ever worked will get fired at some point or leave the company. Wow. All right, so we've got hugs, and this one is over. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win, and John Cena, Logan Paul screwed over by R-Truth. And you don't have to go anywhere to a post-show with WWE on Peacock. You can stay right here, right now, because we're going to roll right into it. Big Tommy C, Raphael. This is Money in the Bank, the post-show. I am the coach. Thanks for hanging out with us for the last, what time did we come on? 2 hours. Yep. 2 matches, 2 hours, gentlemen. 3 hours and 18 minutes total for the PLE. But let's start right where we just left off, guys. Do we like, Tommy, I'll start with you. Do we like to finish using truth to get to where we needed to go and give a little bit of a shock moment? Do we like that?
I loved it, Coach. We didn't think of it. Nobody thought of it. R-Truth was the farthest thing from our mind because what happened to him. And for WWE, I got to give them kudos, and Triple H and Creative and whoever else thought of the idea of bringing him back like that was a great friggin' idea because we couldn't come up with anybody. We were thinking Seth was going to cash in. Now we know why. This was the last match of the night. It blew everybody's mind. Cena got pinned by Cody Rhodes, so put a little pin in that right there with the help of R-Truth, who was let go a week ago. Just think of that. And the heat they caught from all of it, and then he shows up here. Great finish. Great.
I don't mind the pivot. I don't mind the pivot because I really do think that they released him and let him go after 18, 19 years. But them booking for the pop and them booking in the moment actually helped them in this situation, Raphael.
Yep.
Because most of the time it's long-term booking. Most of the time you would have had all this stuff set up from WrestleMania. They're not doing that. And so when they felt, oh, man, I can't believe the fans, because most of the time it's like, oh, I hate it for those 5 people, and we move on. I've never seen anything like this. They capitalized on that tonight. I loved it. Are you going to make it 3 for 3, Raphael?
Oh, this was fun. I got to give kudos to WWE. We've been giving them a lot of bad rap lately, and I got to give them kudos because I had this far behind my head. I didn't think it was going to be R-Truth. He would have been maybe top 20, maybe the number 20th spot on my top 20. So bringing R-Truth out, and now they can spread this out maybe all the way to SummerSlam, or they can still do the Logan Paul, John Cena, but R-Truth is back. The main question is, how long is he back?
Well, that's the thing. Is he back? Is it more than a one-off? That remains to be seen. He better be, because you can give him a short-term contract. I want to stop talking about the money. I want to stop having every decision, guys, to be made. Well, you can't give him a 3-year deal, 2-year deal. Let's do what's best for the show. And that was best for the show. Tommy, how long do you think R-Truth will be back for, or was tonight a one-off?
I don't think it's a one-off, Coach. I think they're going to continue this with him. Maybe continue a storyline with him and Cena. Who knows? I don't think it was a one-off, and then you're not going to see him anymore. You have to pay it off, and you pay it off here by bringing him back. Now you have to extend it because let's face it, man. He's an entertaining superstar, man. And that's what this company's entertainment. We need backstage stuff. We need storyline stuff. Now, you're not going to see Cena every week, but you could see R-Truth here coming out here challenging Cena or whatever the case may be. So I think he's going to be here for a little bit, at least until SummerSlam. Let me put it to you that way.
Yeah, we need entertainment superstars. I mean, last night, Karrion Kross, for God's sake, is on Main Event. What are we doing? By the way, Dirt Sheet Dan, our newest breaking, I love that name, said Cody is thanking the crowd in the ring, and now Jey is yeeting. Did we put a pin in the yeet? Does that add to the 3 minutes and 38 seconds?
No.
Okay.
No, we said
you're right. We said entrance. You're right.
Can you see R-Truth maybe feuding with Logan Paul, and they can keep that going? Now that Cena's not going to be there all the time, so maybe we can have that kind of a feud.
I think that'd be great. I think anything that's not serious with Logan Paul is a good thing, because we need to stretch Logan Paul and his acting abilities. Because if you're really going to be critical, you can't just say, hey, he's great, he can do all the moves. You've got to have character development. That's so important for guys of this level. And right now, Logan Paul's a YouTube guy. Right now, Logan Paul's the guy that can do some fantastic moves, looks great. But we need now to see layers to this game, see how diabolical he can become, how frustrated. Because remember when I used to have that feud with Eugene, and what Eugene tried to do to me was get me frustrated, that the more you goof on me, the more pissed off I got. Well, I could see R-Truth doing that with Logan Paul, and I think that would be really fun to watch. And we've got, 7 weeks until SummerSlam? That's the next PLE in the States, right? We got Paris,
they got
July.
King of the Ring. They got the Saudi Arabia show, June 28th.
But I'm saying in the States. In the States.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the States.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And aren't they morphing the two together now? King of the Ring and Night of Champions?
Yes.
I think it's going to be one pay-per-view.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, that's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So they're having Vic Joseph, Peter Rosenberg, and the Big E hosting the post show. Normally it's Tessitore. I wonder if he's doing boxing tonight.
Well, Jackie Redmond's doing the NHL. She's doing the Stanley Cup.
Oh, she normally does a post show.
I watched it last night. She's doing that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I love Vic, though. Vic is a really good dude. He's a really underrated broadcaster.
He's really
too,
good.
So.
He's really good, too.
He's excellent. All right, let's talk about the Money in the Bank matches. For you guys just tuning in now, this is the Money in the Bank post show. BTT Studios, Tommy Carlucci, Raphael, our numbers guy, and I am the coach. All right, we had Naomi winning the women. We had Seth Rollins winning the men. I don't think there's any question the men's was so much better than the women's tonight. Tommy, which one did you like more and why?
Well, obviously it's the men's, and the story they're telling in the ring with the Braun and the other guy coming in the ring and just the spots alone. It was just more action. Then Fatu just changing the whole landscape of just kicking ass all over the place, thinking he's going to put Solo over, and he doesn't. He grabs him by the leg and looks at him. Oh my God, that was so much good storytelling there, and you can run with it now. You can run with Fatu and Solo, right? Or you could say, "Will Wise Man talk to Fatu and put him in his Dangerous Alliance or whatever the name of that crew is going to be there?" But at the end, Rollins is holding it there. You could see what WWE is doing, making this the 18. And I'm telling you, I'm feeling Becky Lynch coming in, a woman in there, IC champ, Money in the Bank, the two big guys, and they been bringing Jacob the Freak in. Oh my God.
That could be incredible. If you want your voice to be heard on our post-game show, you can do it via a super sticker, just like Tyler B just did. He said, Cody is the least interesting aspect of this, in my opinion. Is this good or bad? Raphael, I'll come over to you. If you can answer that question from Tyler in your answer on which one did you like more and why, and also take the Cody question as well.
I would take the Cody question first. I think it's bad. I mean, he was the face just like months ago, and now he was off for a while, and then he comes back, and then he tag team when he comes back. I mean, granted, he's tag teaming with Mr. Yeets, but I thought they should bring him back with a bigger storyline than tag team with Yeet. Because now, what are you going to do with Cody now? You won a tag match. Who are you going to feud with now?
It's not his fault. And Tyler, I think that you feeling this way is valid. And it goes back to they need to develop more stars. But that is a constant wrestling business thing. You can't just make somebody a star. And right now, he's a SmackDown guy. I want the stars on everything. I'm tired of this guy's on Friday, this guy's on Monday, because they don't have enough stars of Cody's quality to give him somebody to work a program with. And then also figure out how to work a program longer than 2 weeks, longer than, hey, you're going to have a match with Randy Orton and then move on. Yes, Cody right now is not that interesting. I don't think it's his fault. Tonight, love the men. Jacob Fatu is becoming a breakout star. When he said, guys, I hate you. Never, I hate you. we're going to hear that line for weeks and weeks and weeks. And now there's dissension in the bloodline. There's dissension in the ranks. We thought Jacob Fatu was a yes man and an enforcer. Maybe he's got a mind of his own now. We have to wait to see. But he screwed Solo out of that Money in the Bank chance because he was right there, and ultimately could screw him out of a chance to win the World Heavyweight Championship or the SmackDown title, whatever the hell that one's called. And that, to me, is where Solo should go with the writing staff, Tommy. It should be not you screwed me out of the Money in the Bank. You screwed me out of being the World Heavyweight Champion.
Or Heyman taps into that brain of Fatu and says, hey, I can help you along here. I ran the Bloodline for years. I can help you out here. Come over to me. Come over to me. Come with my guys. I'll show you the right way to go. And going back to Cody just for 1 second, let's face it, Coach, we've seen this for years, right? This guy's been on top for over 2 years now. You can't be on top all the time. So now they gave him a little break. They gotta share the wealth here. You just can't keep Cody up here. And it was the same thing with Rock and Steve. They all had their downtime. And I think this is Cody's downtime while still keeping him relevant a little bit.
And you had him off for a month, and that's the other thing. They've got to figure this stuff out. Triple H loves to be the fan-friendly boss. And you need time off, I'm going to give it to you. Well, Roman Reigns, haven't seen him in a minute. Cody was off for a month after the biggest storyline of WrestleMania, and we don't see him for well over a month. They've got to figure this thing out. Yep. And as long as they have very low numbers as far as big stars, these guys are going to have to suck it up. And they're going to have to show up every single week. Now, the women's side. Naomi, sweet girl. Always liked her. Very nice to me. But, guys, this was her 5th Money in the Bank ladder match. She's been around for a minute. What did it do for the women's division to have Naomi, and Raphael, I'll start with you, and then Tommy, to have Naomi win the Money in the Bank briefcase for the women's side?
I don't know, because she turned a betting favorite right when to start, and I was wondering why I was doing a betting favorite, but then I did some research and I made it the favorite. But I was trying to figure out what the storyline of her winning, who would be the storyline of her cashing in. Does that mean she's going to win a championship over who? I just don't know who she gets. She ain't going to take it over Tiffany. There's no way they're going to have that happening. So who is she going to cash it into? Is she going to cash it for the IC title? That's the only thing I can see.
Oh, damn, Tommy. Did you really go there? Did you really go? That would be the worst cash out of all time.
Well, is she going to be? She's going to be Tiffy time? Tell me, what else are you going to do? Who else you going to take?
That title is well above the Intercontinental title, even though it's held by Becky Lynch after tonight. It doesn't mean the title's bigger just because Becky has it.
Interesting. I just don't see why they put her. It's better to have
that
Rhea.
I agree with.
It's better to have Rhea, because then you have multiple storylines. I only can think of one storyline with Naomi.
Tommy, what are your thoughts on Naomi?
No, I
was shocked.
I think it was a big ball drop, but I think WWE's kind of glad-handed Naomi a little. I saw an interview she did, like this year is going to be like her last big run here, because she's thinking of starting a family with Jimmy. And I think they gave her this for this one big last run. Now, whether she faces Tiffany or the Raw champion, I don't know. I think it was a big ball drop. I would have gave it to Stephanie Vacar just to build up on her. Rhea doesn't need the strap. She doesn't need the case. I mean, you give it to Stephanie, wow, you're really building her up big time fast, because she can go in the ring. She looks great. I don't know about her promo so much, but man, giving it to her, that place would have exploded, being the fact that she's wrestled 3 times in 2 days.
That's exactly it.
That's
exactly it, Tommy. And she speaks Spanish, which she did at Worlds Collide today. That would have been the best storyline, is if she went over and they said, despite the odds, despite the fatigue, despite all the different superstars that she had to go up against, she still got the job done. Then you could build her up as potentially the next big champion. Naomi, for people that don't know what Tommy's talking about, she's been with Jimmy Uso for years and years and years and years as a couple.
Yep.
And backstage, we talked about this with Becky and Seth Rollins. You use your influence when you have to. Fortunately for the Jimmy side of things, he's had so many issues, he doesn't have a lot of influence right now.
Right.
But Jay does. And so you wonder if there is something there. Another super sticker, Hamp Connell says, I think TKO is beginning to find out wrestling fans aren't like UFC fans. You can't just piss them off and expect nothing from them. That's a great, great, great point. I will say this, despite me being a bigwig over PFL, UFC's doing it to themselves. They're doing it to themselves, and so is WWE. And, Tommy, we have dealt with these fans for 20, 30 years, you and I.
Yep.
And they're passionate.
Yes.
They love this more than anything. They will spend their everlasting loving dime to support it, but you got to give them something to support. You can't just throw bullshit out there, and eventually they're going, yep, I'll go back to Vegas and spend another 20 grand next year. You got to give them something. You know what I mean?
That's what the chairman used to say. He listened to the pulse of the fans, and if it wasn't working, they would change it quick. So that came from the chairman himself, guys.
Pivot.
So you're right. You cannot piss off wrestling fans, and they are dedicated, more dedicated probably as much as racing fans and the NASCAR, because those guys are rabid fans, right? Wrestling fans are right up there with it.
Yeah, and UFC fans, they've been pissed off since John Jones hasn't been in an octagon or Conor McGregor, and that hasn't changed. Wrestling fans are a totally different animal.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
way different. John Jones is over making money on a reality show in Taiwan. Yeah. Another super sticker, Tyler B says, but Tommy, if it's Cody's downtime, and they be shouldn't they be sharing the wealth with? Oh my gosh, I can't even read this. The next generation rather than guys from the early 2000s. It's an interesting thing, isn't it, Tommy, that you've got stars that I think deep down they know they need to use, like a Cena. You got who else from the 2000s is still there? R-Truth, I guess. The Miz. Randy Orton. But until you have guys, Tommy, that can carry, you can't just let them go.
Nope.
You can't just let them go. Nope. It's an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting dynamic. So I think we all agree. Naomi, thumbs down. Money in the Bank, thumbs up. And then we mentioned Becky Lynch. I thought that match, Raphael, was clunky. I did not think it was good. I did not enjoy it. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. I just think she came back at the weirdest time, and they dropped the ball by not having her do something with Charlotte. You bring her back after over a year. Give her the biggest rival that she's ever had. Instead, they're trying to have her build up Lyra, and it's not working because Lyra is not on her level. She's just not, Rafi.
Not on her level in a mic and not on her level in the ring. And I knew the match was in trouble when we almost had a wardrobe malfunction right when the match started. Remember the thing fell when it came down. I knew after that it was going to be a long match. So she's going to get there, but she's just not at Becky's level. And we're seeing it week after week after week.
Well, right now, real quick, Tommy. Real quick.
I like Lyra a lot, and at the end they put her over a little by screwing Becky in the end there by back flipping her and stuff like that. Lyra has a great look. She has a long way to go, though, guys.
Right now, Becky is on the post show, and she just said, "I had to slap the disrespect out of her mouth. That she wouldn't have a job if not for me." I'm all about that storyline, guys. I am, but. Are the fans all about it? Have they told enough of that story? Have I seen a package, Tommy, that goes back to tell me? Because Becky was gone for so long, they came back and they assumed that we should all know that story. And I don't think a lot of fans do.
Right. No, they don't. Nobody knows that story at all. She did help her. That's the absolute truth. And that was one of the things we talked about a long time ago. If Becky was going to come back, it was going to be Lyra she's going to go after, because they had some stuff going on in the past. So yeah, but they don't capitalize on it, Coach.
No,
there's no story. There's no packages done.
I wish that they could combine, Tommy, the way we used to do it and modernize it with 2025. Yep. I loved Becky's I loved her package that she had earlier this week, but then they ruined it by bringing out Lyra to the ring to then bring Becky out to the ring, and they had their schmoz there. But I've already seen the Becky pre-package backstage. Yeah. Those are so powerful. Yes. And those are so well done. You wonder, and I hate my mind keeps going there, but are they limiting overtime for producers at the TV studio to not do those packages. That's what I thought, Tommy. I really did.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, Coach. That's one thing. We had free reign with a lot of stuff, and Vince knew where the money was being made with telling stories with packages. Maybe the philosophy has changed with the new regime there, right? So you could be right that they're limited on because those guys work hard, man, and they do the best work TV production package wise I've ever seen. So
I'm glad that they fired a lot of those people because we got them over the PFL now. And our stuff has just been elevated because we had so many talented people over there.
Yeah.
By the way, Producer Man says this legitimizes the Intercontinental Women's title at least also. And then, Tommy, he says that you're going into business for himself. Without him here tonight, you're not listening to me, is what Producer Man just said.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. It's right here. He said it. He said it, going into business for himself. I may have interpreted it that way, but that's what he wrote.
Yeah,
that's what he wrote.
Yeah, okay.
The last match tonight we're going to talk about, because we just hit the 2-hour mark, and I'll be honest with you, my voice is killing me, but damn it, we love doing this. And I saved this guy for last because I am a firm believer, gentlemen, that if you have a great character and you can make people believe and you've got depth to what you're doing and you lean into your character 95% of the time, you can get over. And Dirty Dom right now has showed the world that he is arguably one of the top superstars in the world and probably can't even bench 135. And it doesn't even matter. And Raphael, let me come to you because this kid right now, all I can do is tip the cap. His matches get better. It doesn't matter where he's at. He talks the trash. He walks the walk. And we all wish we were doing pre-tapes with Liv. He's just amazing to me.
The only negative I'm going to have to say about this was, why did they have to announce it this afternoon? I couldn't even have odds on this match, and I love doing odds on Dirty Dom because I love doing the research part of it, but that's the only thing negative because I thought, really, they're going to have this match? How's this going to match Sal? But then I started watching this match, and it was a fun watch. It was a great match. Hats off to him for a quick storyline that was just made a couple hours before Worlds Collide ended.
Yeah, I thought it was a good job of morphing the two together. I didn't know, Tommy, how having a noon local start, because I'm out here on the West Coast with Worlds Collide, was going to be. But having Dom on the show, I thought was a great thing for the WWE. And, he's the one guy that can morph the two together. His dad voiced the cold open. So I thought there were a lot of good things today. I really did, Tommy. I thought Dom was one of the top 2 or 3 things of the entire day. What about you?
Dom has more charisma than half the roster there, man. He just knows how to do it. He was brought up in the business by one of the greats. He was brought up around everybody, kind of like The Rock, right? He was brought up around everybody, and look how he turned out to be. Well, Dominic was the same way. We saw him back in the day in the 2000s, little short, fat kid backstage, but he was always around talent. He's charisma, and you're right. He probably can't lift more than 120 pounds. You see his arms, but it doesn't matter because he has charisma, he has emotion, he has passion, he knows how to tell a story, he knows how to cut a promo. His work in the ring is not bad, but it's all about charisma, Coach, as you know.
Well, right now, Naomi is crying on the post-game show because Big E just put her over after 16 years. He said, "You're having your best run right now." And then the classic,
nailed it.
The classic fans, "You deserve it. You deserve it." I told you, she's a sweet, sweet girl.
Yes.
But when you start doing things as a, what's the word? When it's a career award and doesn't play into the storylines that it should be right now, that's where it is difficult to say she should have won tonight. But let's be honest. Right now, the women's division's a mess. So why don't we give it to her? Because she does, from a company standpoint, Tommy, she's been there 16 years, and she's done nothing but be a team player. She was all about Total Divas. So I don't have an issue from a feel-good standpoint. Do you?
No, I don't. And seeing the real Naomi here, now that she's changed her persona, being this nutty kind of, don't cross me. So I wonder if she's changing a little. I wonder if she's going to turn back to a baby face and maybe feud with Jade again, and Jade becomes the big time heel here. You never know, but that's what it looks like. She's showing her true feelings on this post show, Coach. That you say she's crying. I mean, I see it on my screen here, but I don't know. I don't have the volume.
Yeah, well, Tommy, she just did a classic heel move because the crowd's behind her. She's a heel. She turned on them in that same moment.
Oh, okay.
And then basically put herself. So it was a good feel good moment. Then
okay.
Also they have the it's okay.
I would say that the women's is a complete mess. I like what they've been doing, bringing these NXT girls. I think they're putting some freshness into it. I like Roxanne Perez. I like what the women have been doing as of late. It was a mess maybe a month or so, but I like the way the direction that the women division is going.
Hey, Tommy, can you meet Mr. Rogers? And Mr. Rogers, can you meet Tommy Carlucci, please?
It's a mess. Dude, it's a mess. Dude, they don't know who's up or down here. I mean,
well, Tommy, you just gave Stephanie a big plug. Oh, she's a woman. She's in the women division.
I like Stephanie a lot, but they should have let her win Money in the Bank.
I agree on that.
To build her. I don't need to see Naomi go on a final run or anything. No offense to Naomi, she's worked her butt off, but I think you get more out of Stephanie long run than you get out of Naomi right now.
They seem to think, and maybe this is the right way to do it, the NXT is a step down. NXT is a stepping stone to the main roster. So, yeah, they're bringing the NXT players up, Raphael, but none of us believe they're going to win any of these matches because, A, they don't, but B, they want us to believe this is a gigantic step up for these girls. How will they handle the pressure? They should have had Mariah May debut on Raw or SmackDown. What the hell are they putting her in NXT for?
I agree.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what a waste on that. You're 110%.
She looks like $1 million. Oh,
yes, she does. Yes, she does.
She should walk in, flirt with every big time dude, get them in trouble, win matches. I would let her walk
backstage. I would let her walk backstage from Raw to SmackDown every week. Just flirting with the boys and pissing
every
the girls
week.
off.
Every week.
Don't you wish you looked like me? Blah 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 blah. We could think of some good stuff now.
You're damn right we could. All right. Do not forget.
HR's online too. HR's online too.
I am HR. Gentlemen, well done tonight. 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's a watch along right there. We didn't need to be with those first three matches. This is how you do a watch along. Thank you to all of you. And as we do our final takes, I will tell you that we will be back on Monday. However, one of you two are going to have to step up big time because I am flying to Music City, USA. Your boy is wheels up, Nashville, Tennessee, and Gabby will be hosting, we hope. And so I know, what's that?
She better.
If she doesn't, it's the two of you, and I'm going to let you two figure it out. I swear to God.
Hey,
I'm not calling anybody in.
We
got it. We got it.
You can't see us.
Oh, all right. By the way, producer man feeling very generous. He just gifted 5 BTT memberships. You get extra watch-alongs. We do once a month of live Q&As. So Cliffside, you just won. They're all random. Max Still, you're a new member. So thank you to everybody for tuning in. We want to reward 5 people. So producer man, thank you for doing that. All right, final takes, boys, as we wrap up Money in the Bank and head into Raw on Monday night. Raphael, let's start with you.
Hats off to the suits in the back because R-Truth coming blew me away. Had no idea that was happening. So you shocked me tonight. Hats off.
Me too, Coach. I thought the R-Truth angle was great, and we got some storylines to deal with Fatu, Solo. What's going to happen with Paul Heyman's group? Will Becky Lynch go into the new group? Will Fatu get into the group? So they got some storylines to play with here, and I'm really interested. It ended really well tonight.
I agree. I think every match had something that they can move forward. That's the whole key to a PLE. And I think that they've got a lot of good things that over the course of the next 7 weeks, they can figure out what to do for not a one-night, boys, a 2-night SummerSlam. And Raphael's favorite rapper, Cardi B, is going to be the host. Can't wait for that. Raphael, we might have to send you there on assignment just so you can meet Cardi B, who is #1 on that playlist for you. I know that's right.
Who's Cardi B?
Oh my God. Oh my God. George Alvarez, Tom Brown, and Roddy Fingers, the rest of the 5 that just got gifted a 1-month membership. Also, what you get with that membership is me and Tommy do a show where I beat him down every single week. It's called The War Room. You can watch us do it live Monday right after the last word. For everybody else, it is a Friday morning release as we do as much content as anybody. Tommy, I don't know if we're going to be able to do War Room this Friday. We'll have to figure it out. Or maybe maybe you against Raphael and Gabby hosts.
Whatever you want.
We're game.
I'm here, man.
We're not golfing on Monday. We're here. We're not golfing on Monday.
We're not
here.
in Music City.
You two. The loyalty, the disrespect. Or I should say disloyalty. But I love you guys so much. All right, that's going to do it for now. Thank you to everybody for tuning in with us tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We'll be back. We'll see. Definitely SummerSlam. We'll see about how our schedules fall between now and then. That'll do it for Big Tommy C, for Raphael, for Producer Man, for Dirt Sheet Dan. Let's go. I am the coach. We'll see you next time. This has been the Money in the Bank watch along. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a great evening.
The following announcement has been paid for by Behind The Turnbuckle Plus, the new pod order. BTT Plus. Yeah, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Plus. Oh, it's extra content right here, chicos. Think about it. BTT Plus, taking over the pod game. Live Q&As, watch-alongs, new shows. BT. Is that okay, Big Tommy? Enter the War Room, Turnbuckle style. Plus, it's the new way. We call it BTT Plus. The genesis has begun. The beginning of